Welcome back to Wise Men Company, everybody. Just ignore the conversation that's going on over there. It's irrelevant, not important. My name's Ben Brown. Today we're going to be talking about the CZ P07 or P07. It's the hipster favorite. It's the hipster special. Now, the CZ P07 has been around for a while. I think this particular model came out in 2016. But posted a shooting video on Instagram, and a lot of you guys wanted to see what exactly was done to this. This isn't my gun. It's my buddy's gun, Chris from Lunar Concepts. This is his side chick, and it's pretty sweet. He's done a lot to it. Good bit of money invested into it. So we're just going to go over the specs of this gun so you guys can see, what it is all about. The CZ P07 is actually a pretty underrated handgun. It's hammer fired, which is a little archaic, but it's actually a pretty smooth shooter, feels great in the hands, good balance, good weight. CZ does a lot of great stuff, so not a surprise there. Disregard the stupid Enforce light on the front. This is just a placeholder. But let's start at the internals. Probably the most important upgrade of this gun. It has the Cajun Gunworks Pro Grade upgrade kit. You can get these kits for around $226. You couldn't install it yourself, but I would highly recommend a competent gunsmith. I think Cajun Gunworks does as well to install all these pieces. It makes a big difference in the double action pull of this gun. You're gonna get around 8.5 pounds on the double action side. The single action is really crisp, really clean, very light. Just an awesome upgrade to a P07. Cajun Gunworks kind of specializes in the CZ world. It's a little bit salty of an upgrade, $226, but again, for a gun that's single double action, I think it's definitely worth it. Moving up, this is the suppressor ready version. This one is in the urban gray color. The slide's a little bit different because this got cut and coated. We'll get into that in a little bit, but the particular color on this is the urban gray frame. You can find these in OD green and of course black. The suppressor is 1/2 by 28. Thread pitch on the end, so that is a very standard thread pitch, so you don't have to run an adapter for some sort of weird, funky European left-hand thread pitch. All right, to the slide, where you're gonna notice the biggest difference. This is optics cut. JTAC Industries did this. This was a little bit tricky of a cut because Chris wanted his sights in front of the optic, so they put the cut towards the rear of the slide. This is an RMR footprint, but clearly this is a Holosun 507C on here. Awesome little micro red dot. I have a couple reviews out on the Holosun 507C. This has been ticking for a while. Just a great, affordable micro red dot. You can find these for around $225. That's a steal for a little optic that's gonna last a long time. Battery is gonna last a long time. Can't say enough good things about it. So RMR footprint on here. So if you wanted to run an RMR on here, you could. The sight, fixed sight in front of the dot is actually a Glock dovetail cut. So this is a Glock rear sight here. The front sight is still the standard suppressor height CZ sight. It does have a tritium vial in here. The sights that came on here were night sights, both back and front. So all in all, a decent amount of money invested into this little gun, and I think it's worth it. Kind of comparing apples to apples, sort of. If you were to look at the Sphinx from Chris, that's a $1,100 gun if you get the threaded barrel version, and I think it's every bit as good as this package right here. Now, granted, you had to do a lot to this P07 to get it to that Sphinx level. I'm a big fan of the Chris Sphinx. I think it is a high quality, very, very meticulously built handgun, and you're gonna pay for that, $1,100. But again, I think this P07 rivals it. I really, really do. I like both of them. I think if you want a little bit of a project, go for the P07. If you want something that's just a shooter straight out of the box, I think the Chris Sphinx is going to be pretty tough to beat for a double action, single action handgun. All right, guys, that's a quick rundown on this sweet little P07. This is an awesome handgun. Again, all you CZ folks out there, give me a comment down below if you have a P07. Let me know what you think. Let me know if he should add anything else to this gun. Probably should get rid of this Enforce light. I'm in agreement with that. Let me know down in the comments. I want to hear from you guys. Guys, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Go check us out at wisemencompany.com. A lot of great gear over there. Slings, split fixes, stuff for everyday carry, all sorts of great stuff. wisemencompany.com, and that directly supports us. We appreciate that support. My name is Ben Brown. We'll see you on the next video.